like this video, please click like, share it, subscribe, buttons down there, and if you want coaching with me in Nottingham or online, all the information is in the bio. Are you doing all right? So I've had a few requests about how I structure my solo practice. Now I've posted a bit in the past about me doing certain routines and talking through it, but there's loads of different ways. I mean, you can mix it up, you can play forever and not run out of practice routines, I think. But this is, the reason I'm talking about this way of just structuring it is because I think you can create your own little sessions too by just using this as a little template. There you go. Right, so here's one of my hour sets. It's not the only way to practice on your own, but I think it's a good one for you to know because you can actually do this. So first I'll start, which ain't part of my hour, to be fair, is I'll do a line-up. And what I'm doing there is just going through the motions of my aiming and just feeling the cue ball. What I mean by that is feeling that sensation of the tip hitting the white. Because ultimately that's your feel, that's what you've got to use, that instinct and feel to be able to get the white where you want it. So obviously I'll clear the line-up. Then it will start. So because it's a 3 scoring sets, some safety and some long balls, a few other shots that, again, I've been struggling with, or shots that are just a little bit annoying for whatever reason. So the first I'll do my scoring. So I'll say do like, it's 3 routines. So I'll do something like this. It's not always the same, but something like that. So maybe that V there, look. Now I like this one because it's forcing me, or it's getting to the habit of getting high on the black, high on that red, and then getting high on the black. Something like that, right? So again, make sure the red goes. Yeah, it goes now, right? Red, black, red. Obviously, going off the cushion, coming for these red. You've got to come a bit further, so when the line up, you can sort of white can go anywhere, but this one, get a bit further away, so it's harder to get on it. Pot them, all offs, and then I'll do another set, so maybe something like this, like that there. So like this, like a Space Invader one, this, isn't it? And for some reason, I have more problems with this one than I do a lot of them, to be honest. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Anyway, we'll work it out. So again, same again, try and stay on the black, get on the pink, try and clear them up. And then we'll do another one, maybe this one. This is all right, this one. Q-Stars app, very good. Some good practice routines on there. I think this is one I got off there. This can be, now sometimes I make it harder. So I'll try not to play any cannons. Sometimes I'll do it in order, which again makes it harder. A lot of these practice routines, you can make them harder if you do them in order, or stay on the black only, you know, like order like, or that way, or even that way. You're just testing yourself all the time, making these. A lot of these, even the simple practice routines, you can make them harder by just, you know, like I say, playing no cannons or playing on the same colour. So, like I say, you can make the easy lineup actually quite hard if you want. Like play it with all blacks, all pinks, all blues. That's just the lineup. That's a tough one, to be fair, quite like that. But yeah, do that. Now, that red book there, the reason that's there is because what I do is I write the results of my practice down. So with the 3 scoring sets, I'll write down, if I miss any, I will write them down. So yeah, you try not to miss basically for the 3 scoring sets, or I am. You know, every now and again I might miss one, but yeah, so I'll record that basically, no misses or whatever, you know, so I can sort of look back on that and see if I'm playing all right. Then when I've done my scoring sets, I will do safety. Now I'll always do safety before long pots because it's actually, you see a lot of players, and Mark Selby's really annoyingly good at this. He can be playing safety for a while, and then first time he gets to pop at a long pot, he can pot it. That can put you off and get out of rhythm if you feel long potting. So I'll play safety now. The safety is this. I will get sort of. So I'll put 5 reds here like that. Again, it's not the only safety practice routine, but it's just one of them. And then I will play. First, I'll play from about here, or this side of the yellow. clipping off 2 rails, 1, 2, trying to get behind this yellow line here. When I mean the yellow line, I mean if you're behind the yellow, you won't be able to see the edge of the pack there, because that's usually where the reds are, obviously. And then I'll write down what my points is. So out of the 5, how many I get behind the yellow. Then I will do the other side. So again, now I'm trying to get behind the green, clipping off the reds. And again, I'll get a point for every time I sort of get in that area there, which is really important. Then I'll go back over here, but I'll play from around here now, so I can go closer or further if I want to make it harder. Off 2 rails, 1, 2, 3, sorry, 3 rails behind the, again, this is with more right-hand side, trying to swing it round and getting behind. Again, I get a point if I land in that area there. Then I'll go over there and I'll do the same, trying to get behind the yellow. And again, like I say, I'll record it. So out of 20, I'll give myself a score. If I'm particularly bad from one side, then I'll just make a little note of that, so that, oh, I've been bad from the yellow side. And then obviously we can just sort of try and work on that, or find out why, basically. Then I'll do my long pots. So, long pots, I'll do probably 15 to 20 basically from each side. And I won't have a set long pots. I'll start with a long straight one, stunning it for the black. Then the one going behind the black. Shots that come up really. That red there, trying to pot it off 2 rails to get on the black again. There, one for long straight, one from there, one from there, one from there, screwing back for the blue. Again, mix it up. I'm not one for just playing the same shot over and over and over again. I want it to feel like the first long pot every time I play it, because I think that makes it a bit more realistic to me. You can just keep playing the same shot over and over and over and over again, and you sort of just get into the rhythm of playing that shot. I don't want to do that because that's not realistic. I want to try and make my practice as realistic as I physically can. And then again, 50 to 20, and then I'll play similar shots to the other side, and again, score it. And you'll see whether you're potting, good or bad. Then that's about 45, 50 minutes there. Then I'm going to go and play shots that I'm not particularly great at, or shots that have come up, so awkward little shots. Shots like potting the black, coming off 2 rails, back down for a red above the black. Shots like that, I'll do it from that side as well. Maybe, blues in and out of bulk, going into the pack off the green there, on both sides. Like I say, shots that come up all the time, it's worth being good at. Off the blue, quite good at that, screwing into the pink, to be fair. And that's it really. So that's how I do it. Again, I write it all down. I can see what I've been doing. Now, how can you do that? Now, obviously, if depending on what level you're at, you're not necessarily going to do that stuff, but you can create your own or make your own sort of practice routines, or if you're down the club for an hour or half an hour, whatever, and just, again, do an easy lineup, or even just spread them around the table and try and pot them, and record. Always record what you're doing, because it can give you an insight as whether you are getting better, and it might even give you, you might even find what you're not very good at. Do you know what I mean? And then you can sort of work on that, or try and work out why. Shots that come up a lot, just playing up for the blue. It's really important, that shot. Even if you can put like 4 or 5 there, look, and then potting the red, coming back for the high black, and then playing up there again. These shots are all, now look, I've said something about the long blue, right? I said it's Stephen Hendry when he's here, didn't I? Long blue, pointless. Not so much pointless, I was just being trying to have a giggle. But for me, potting a long straight blue is nowhere near as important or as benefit as if you're potting these are blacks from there. Because, how many times do you play them in a match? Not many. But this black, these reds, all these down here. So you can invent your own little practice routine. Again, score it, and you can see how you're getting on. But I think one last thing I'll say about it is really important. Try and make it a bit fun, because I think I heard Tiger Woods say once that when he was practicing hours and hours on end, when he was at the top of the game, he'd make practice fun. So because at the end of the day, life's very short. Let's just enjoy it, you know, and try and manipulate the white. Try and see what the white does. I say when I'm coaching kids all the time, I want you to learn how to manipulate that and learn what it does. So if you want to think, if I hit there really hard, what happens? Try it. And again, you might need to get out of trouble one day. So that's what I do. Let's hope it works. One more thing before I go. It's very important, after each set, you finish that set, that you have a cup of tea. This is critical if you're going to get better. Or whatever kind of refreshment, but you have a little 5-minute break so to get your head right for the next set. Please give me some feedback. How are you getting on? Comment below. I like the comments, whether good or bad, and I'll see you soon.